Hi, this is Kevin Sinek, Coffee Kevin, and I'm here at the Housewares Show, the International Housewares Show, my favorite show of the year, I think. And we're going to look at all the new coffee stuff. I mean, that's really what I'm here for. I'm all about coffee. We saw a real nice porcelain coffee maker. Tell me about it.
Okay, we have our porcelain filter holders. You're basically looking at the oldest coffee maker that has been around. Grandma has used it. It's all about thinking about the economy, saving paper. It's basically a manual drip coffee maker, if you want to say so. And then when you're done, you have a very, very powerful and flavorful coffee.
So cold brew is the best way for making iced coffee.
Okay.
So that the cold brew process really takes away the bitterness and the acidity that you often find when you have regular coffee that's brewed hot and then iced down and chilled with ice. You can make it right in the French press. So what you would do is you add the coarse ground coffee, you pour in cold water. You're making a coffee concentrate. And you let it wait for 12 to 24 hours. You let it brew.
Wow.
With the press up.
Overnight.
Yep, next morning you press down. And then you dilute it with either milk or ice cubes, or if you want to add any flavored syrups, and you have really delicious, decadent cold brew coffee. It has like a very caramelly flavor, chocolatey, because you don't have that bitterness and that acidity's gone.
This is the phase brew. If it works, we're going to test it.
It's an 8-cup coffee brewer that heats the water for a 6-minute heating phase, and then it holds the water up at the top of the brewer until it's at 200 degrees, the proper brewing temperature for coffee. Only then does it release the water over the coffee grounds, so you have the right temperature for the right contact time for delicious coffee. It's also the first. The contact time is 3 to 4 minutes. Depends on what kind of coffee and how much of a batch you're brewing.
I'm here at Caloric, and look at this. This is a coffee maker I've got to try sometime. People keep asking me about it. It's very cool looking. The question is it a Technivorm or is it just another coffee maker? Everyone knows my fondness for the Technivorm. Jared Smith, the inventor, is really always struck me as from the Henry Ford school of you can have any color you want as long as it's black, or whatever one color he had. Look at this.
Yes, Denmark actually chose the green, and Norway chose the pink this year. These will last, actually, we know that they're going to last 20 years, and we just upped the warranty to 5 years.
Wow.
Yes.
5 years.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I've had my first one almost, I think I've had it 20 years, and it's chugging away.
Is it?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the old white one with the, with the Mocha Master.
Yes, I think it's time for a new one.
So this is called the scoop. And what the scoop does is actually brews hotter, even more so hot than the other products we've shown you. This brews at 195 degree plus in the ground, so it brews at SCA standards and allows you to get more extraction in your cup. It also brews faster than the leading competitor being the Keurig Mini, and it gives you a better taste. So how does it work? The way it works is with a traditional pod type of coffee maker, you actually have a prepackaged pod that you have to use. With this, you take your scoop, it's a stainless steel scoop, you scoop your grounds, and you have the flexibility to brew 8 ounces or 14 ounces. Literally scoop, put it in, take whichever cup. So if you're going to use a travel mug, you would fill this up, open up the water reservoir, pour it in, close it, and brew. And what this would allow you to do, if you're going to, for example, brew 8 ounces, you flip around the tray, put it in there, and a cup will fit in. So 8 ounces will brew in a minute and a half.
It's arguably greener than the 1 cup single that have all the plastic cup and everything like that to throw out. That's a huge waste. This doesn't have that.
We brag on those that you can grind Turkish fine. That's like when you have a 500-watt stereo.
Right.
When are you going to use the 500 watts?
Right, exactly.
And who in this country grinds Turkish fine?
No.
Very, very few people. But we can.
And the big challenge in this country is people grinding coarse.
Yeah.
And getting all the fines.
Yeah.
For the,
I mean, we have extra fine, and coarse.
So if you had a French press, for instance, you could grind for this, and you would not get the excessive fines.
Yes. Right.
Great.
You wouldn't get the dust. Okay. And what we have here also where there is a little bit more money involved compared to other machines, we have the most gears in there. That means we have the slowest RPMs.
Okay.
The slower you grind, the
Right.
less heat you exert on the bean.
Yes.
Right, so you keep the aroma in the bean and not outside. So if you grind, you're not going to smell coffee, which is actually good. If you
That's
smell
good.
it,
No,
yeah, if you
right.
smell it, it's already gone.
I understand. It's already,
so you
yeah.
know that.
Fantastic.
So and we have this in a plastic version, and then for people who
have nothing but money.
Yeah. Now lift this first.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's
now
nice.
on the inside, it's all the same. Now lift this one.
Oh.
This is zinc die cast. Zinc is like very high specific weight, much higher than steel or aluminum.
Wow.
Okay. So this has double the weight, but it's only 40% more expensive.
Only 40% more expensive, double the weight. Gee, that sounds like Michael's just taught me into buying a new grinder.
Okay, so this is a 12-cup coffee maker, and it's basically for coffee connoisseurs who want to have their own ground coffee in the machine. And so you have a removable coffee reservoir here, which is dishwasher safe. And in the inside here, you have a stainless steel coffee tank, which is quite nice. And you have your water window on the front, which you can also see on the front here, so you know how much coffee is left in the carafe. This coffee machine has two precise warming technology. So you have one to create the coffee, okay, and brew the coffee. And then you have another one on the inside. This is what we call our precise warming technology, and what that does is over time it'll keep it at a constant temperature. So over 4 hours you're going to have the same temperature from the first minute to the 3 hour and 59th minute, and your coffee's going to taste the same, so there will be no organoleptic changes in the coffee.
The latest and greatest for Krups is our new fully automatic machine, which I have right here. It is a smart machine. Like right now it's telling me empty the container because it wants to be clean. This is going to be able to do everything for you: espresso, coffee. It even has a hot water function for tea. Because of the compact thermoblock system, this unit is a lot smaller than other ones you see out there. Great for urban lifestyle. You put the beans up top and it's going to grind it fresh. Here we go.
There we go.
And then at a touch of a button, we will do an espresso. And it's grinding it now. You can hear it going. It has a beautiful color. It does. And your espresso is ready. Here you go. Also has a milk frother on here, and it comes with an attachment so you can easily make cappuccinos and lattes. What do you think? How's the taste of that?
It's nice. It really does have a nice product. Man cannot live by coffee alone. I'm at this wine. They have all these gadgets for wine. Anyway, let's let the inventors talk about it. Go ahead.
Right, very cool. Well, thank you so much for your interest. This is called the Soiree, and my name is Marshall Coffey. I'm the sales director for Soiree. We're based out of Napa Valley. We have a lot of support in the wine industry.
Marshall Coffey, perfect for our
I know.
Companion.
Absolutely. So I'm looking for all rights associated with my name. Anyway, so today we have some wonderful Clos de Vol wine. And this is going to be poured via the Soiree. The Soiree aerates the wine as it's poured out of the bottle. So instead of having to pour it into a decanter or having to wait for an hour for your wine to breathe, this is infusing oxygen with it as you pour. So you can go straight upside down for maximum aeration, or you can go on the side for less aeration. You can see all the bubbles that form inside the cup, showing off how much air has been infused into the wine. This allows the wine to taste much smoother. What you're doing is you're allowing the oxygen to interact with the tannins, just like when you have tannins in coffee, and that smooths or softens the taste of the wine or coffee or tea or whatever is tannic that you want to bring out a softer flavor with. That tannic flavor can, well, two things. Will have a puckery bitterness and flavor, and also you can have a tannic buildup on your tongue, which will disallow you to taste other things. So this is a great way to help open up the flavors of the wine and the softness. Now, what started our conversation, I was talking about the hobo pour. So I'm not going to demonstrate that, but I will show you what I mean with my hands rather than with the wine, because that could be a little dangerous. But you might have seen in some old coffee lore where they take the coffee pot and the glass and they stretch it out as far as possible.
Yeah.
So the idea there is that you're allowing, as this thin pour comes out at a slow rate, as much oxygen to get into the coffee as possible. And that cup of coffee, if you pour one straight into the glass, or if you do the hobo pour and stretch it out like that, the second cup of coffee will taste less tannic and smoother and softer.